Thank you for dropping by my channel. My name is Aurelia and you have landed at Style and Lipstick. Today's video is all about the Too Faced Just Peachy Mattes palette. It is the look that I am wearing right now. I will be doing a tutorial. So I just wanted to bring this video to you because I was really intrigued. First, let's address the background noise. It is blazing hot in the Pacific Northwest again. I've got my window open and the neighbor across the way is getting his yard done and there's a lot of noise. So I apologize about that up front. So sorry, but Mama's got to have the window open, otherwise I'm gonna die. But anyway, so today my video is about the Just Peachy Mattes palette that I went out and bought this past weekend, and I was waiting for this palette. When the minute I saw it on Instagram, I knew I had to have it. I knew I had to try it out for you guys, especially because it is an all matte palette. For those ladies and gentlemen out there that are aging and are dealing with aging eyelids, sometimes mattes are what make you feel most comfortable. And I thought this palette would be a great thing to bring to this channel because it's got a lot of beautiful, nice, on-trend matte colors. Let's talk a little bit about the packaging. So it comes in this beautiful little box and it says Just Peachy Matte. It's got this really pretty gold embossed thing going on, and it's called the Velvet Matte Eyeshadow Palette. In itself, the packaging is so pretty, the box and everything, but really what matters is what's inside. It also, as with all Too Faced palettes, it has a little booklet in it. It says life is a peach and then you pie. It has about three different eye looks that you can try out. My eye look today was kind of inspired by this one. It didn't go exactly the way it did in the instructions, but I saw this and I'm like, yeah, I think that's kind of where I want to go with it. So this is very handy just to give you some ideas. And then the palette itself is just adorable. It is so adorable. So it says Just Peachy, but what I truly love is that it has these two little peaches here. It reminds me very much of like an evening bag or a wallet. It's got the gold backing. It's all fingerprinted, of course. But anyway, it's got these two really cute little peaches right here, and that's what you use to open it up. And then it has Too Faced embossed on the mirror, and that's the mirror. I mean, it's tremendous. It's a huge mirror. I mean, when I opened this up, I was all like, wow, that is a really nice mirror. It is a very nice hefty packaging. And then of course you have all of your beautiful eyeshadows in the palette. The packaging alone has me. I like the weight of it. You know, if you do travel, this is going to, you know, weigh just a little bit, but I like the weight of it. I don't mind it. I love the fact that it has such a nice mirror in it. I like the fact that it opens up the way that it does. It just makes me feel like I'm holding like this little evening purse or something like that. So you get a total of 12 different shades, all in the peach tone. Now on first glance, the color story reminds me very much of the Anastasia Modern Renaissance palette, which I think that is like the gold standard that everybody kind of compares to when it comes to warm tone palettes. Especially what really made me think that were you've got two kind of pinky red tones in these two colors right here, and then you've got all of these really pretty kind of orangey peachy tones. You've got some warmer browny peachy tones in there. You've got a really nice set of dark colors that can be used in the outer corner and crease area. You've got a lot of mid-tone ranges. You just have a really good balance of light to mid to deeper tones in this palette. The smell, it's peachy, but it's not. It's peachy with something, and I'm assuming that that's the fig. Now, it might be a little bit hard for me to tell because I've got a candle burning back there that actually has a very strong smell, so it's interfering a little bit, I think, in the smell of this palette. It's not as chemically as the Sweet Peach palette. It's a little bit more subtle, which I'm really glad for. I don't mind scent in my palettes. I just don't want to be like super overwhelmed by it, and I don't want it to be too chemically. The formula. The formula itself, I found for these eye colors is pretty good overall. Of all of the colors that I used, the one that I struggled with the most was the Peach Sangria, and it wasn't even that much of a struggle. It was slightly patchy, just slightly, but you know, as I built it up, it kind of diminished, and then now that I'm looking at it, now that it's had a chance to warm up with my skin, it actually looks fine. So it's kind of smoothed itself out a little bit, but outside of that, the reason that I was really intrigued by this palette and why I wanted to try it out is because the Sweet Peach palette and also the Chocolate Bar palettes, I've always found that the mattes blend very well. They're always extremely blendable, especially in the Sweet Peach palette. Those shadows practically blend themselves. I wouldn't go so far as to say that with this palette, however, they're not difficult to blend. They're just not quite as blendable as what's in the Sweet Peach palette, but still no complaints here. I think the color range is gorgeous. It's right up my alley. You know I love warm tone palettes. My experience with the shades that I used and just the color story that this particular palette has, I really like it. I think it's really pretty. I'm very happy with the look that I came up with today. That Red Sangria, even though I did struggle with it a teensy bit, is gorgeous. It's gorgeous. All of these colors are extremely beautiful. Now I'm going to swatch them for you, and I will be giving you my opinion as I swatch. So let's go ahead and get started with the swatches. I'm going to start with the bottom, or what the top row on the palette, but what appears to be the bottom row for you guys, and they're very soft. This is Peach Meringue. Wow. That is very velvety, I will say. Then we have Peach Tea, which is a really pretty brown peach. That's Peach Tea right there. Sorry if I keep looking in my viewfinder. Then we have Peach Cobbler. That's one swipe. And then we have Peach Tart, which this is the color that I have on my outer corner today. And it is kind of like a red tone peach. And Peach Tart is kind of like a terracotta peach. Okay, so that's them right there. All right, and then going in with the middle row, Peach Butter. Oh my, I am so amazed by how velvety these are. Just Peachy, which is a color I have in my upper transition area, or my right above my crease, which is just a really pretty bright kind of peachy color. Then you have Peach Punch, which I can't wait to use this color. I decided not to use it today because I didn't want to be overly bright. That's Peach Punch. Whoa, look at that on my finger. And then we have Just Right, which is a really pretty deep burgundy kind of brown color. Right there. Wow, Just Peachy is so pretty. I can't wait to dive into that color. So that's the middle row right there. All right, and then we are going to tackle the bottom row. The first color is Peaches and Cream, which is a really pretty, just exactly like it says. It's a peaches and cream kind of color. Beautiful. That is gorgeous. And then Fresh Picked, which is what I have in my deeper crease. And it's just this really pretty brown toned peach color. And then Peach Sangria, which I've got all over my lids. And keep in mind that reds are really hard to produce where eyeshadows are concerned. This is a little bit more dry than any of the others. It's a little bit less velvety, but definitely feels drier in formula. And as you can see, you can see that it is a little bit patchy in the swatch, but you know, you work with it a little bit and it's fine. Again, keeping in mind that reds are really hard. Reds and purples, I think, are the two hardest colors to produce in eyeshadows to get a nice, consistent, soft formula just because of the nature of the pigments. And then the last color is Chocolate Dipped, which is a really pretty kind of like deep brown. It's like an umber. It reminds me of burnt umber in the Modern Renaissance palette a lot. And it too is a little bit patchy, but you know, it could just be my swatch. I know for sure that this one is patchy going on. So that's the last row. I think that this palette is beautiful. I think that the shades are very wearable, especially if you like warmer tones. For those of us that may have aging skin on our eyelids and you tend to shy away from using anything with shimmers or anything with glitters, I think that this palette is really, really nice. You can be on trend, I think, with this palette and still stick to mattes. This palette retails for $45. It's an exclusive to Sephora. I think that it is definitely worth the $45 that you're going to pay for it, especially if you only do mattes. It will keep you on trend. It will keep you with the warm tones if that's what you're into. And it's really just a very, very beautiful, beautiful palette. I can't say enough good things about it. I really, really think that I am going to enjoy this palette. I'm super happy that I have it. Those are my thoughts. If you have tried this palette, leave your thoughts in the comments down below. I'm very, very curious to hear what you think, and I'm pretty sure other folks that read the comments are interested in knowing what you think about the palette. Also, just wanted to mention that I've got a giveaway going on my channel right now. It is going on through the 12th, so you still have about a week left. I will leave the link to the giveaway down below, and you must be subscribed. You get a bonus entry if you follow me on Instagram. Oh, one last thing, please follow me on my social media outside of Instagram. I am doing Snapchat just a teensy bit more. I'm trying to work it into the rotation. I'm not as active on Twitter. I'm not really a fan of Twitter, but I do love Instagram and Instagram stories, so that's really where I hang out the most. Snapchat is probably the second, and every now and again I post something on Facebook. You know. So anyway, thanks everyone, and please don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, share this video if you know somebody that is interested in the Just Peachy palette or really, really likes matte eyeshadows. So anyway, thanks everybody. I really appreciate you hanging out with me, and I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you in my next video. Bye! Okay, I am going in with Peach Meringue all over my lid to set my shadow primer, and I'm wearing the Urban Decay Primer Potion. Then going in with Just Peachy and applying that to the upper transition. And I go in very, very light with this because I want to kind of control how much intensity I have. So I'm just slowly building that up. And yeah, just going in with windshield wiper motions and slowly building the color up because I don't want it to be too intense. And there you see that it's starting to come through a little bit more. Next, I'm going in with Fresh Picked, and I'm going to go into the deeper crease with that color and intensifying that bright orange shade. I was kind of hoping for something a little bit deeper, but this worked. I mean, it was just intensifying that transition color anyway, kind of laying down the foundation for the whole eye look. Next, I'm going in with Peach Sangria, and look at that pigmentation. However, as you can see here, I was struggling a little bit with getting it applied on. It was going on a bit patchy. And that was just a start. Then I started to kind of build it up, and it ended up working out just fine. But it does go on a little bit patchy, just know that. Then I'm going to go in and, like I said, just continue building that up. And then going in with Fresh Picked and kind of intensifying that color again. Then a little bit more building because I just wanted to be sure that I didn't have any bare spots. Next, going in with Peach Tart, and I am applying that to the outer corner and very gently pulling that into the crease. I don't go very far with it. I am very slowly building it up. I don't want to get crazy and out of control with it. So as you can see, I'm slowly pulling it in, but mostly I'm concentrating the color in the outer corner. Next, I'm going in with Just Peachy and intensifying that transition again and kind of blending things out. Then I decided to go in with Peach Butter, and I placed that on my brow bone, and I really liked it a lot. And then went in with Just Peachy and kind of blended things out a little bit with that brow bone highlight. Then I decided that I needed to clean things up, and so I'm going in with my Eco Tools beauty sponge and cleaning things up, but I get a little crazy. So I've got to go in and put more of that color back in because yeah, I just got a little bit crazy with that sponge. But no big, just go in and blend, blend, blend and make sure that everything looks seamless and built out. I do come in and fix that when I do my, my lower shadow. So going back in with Peach Sangria and placing that on my lower lash line. Sorry, I had to switch eyes. I didn't get a shot of myself doing it on the other eye. But as you can see there, I'm connecting it to the eyeshadow on the upper lids. And then going in with Peach Tart and going just along the lash line with that color. And I'm sorry I'm out of focus. I really do need to get a camera that autofocuses. Anyway, next going in again with just Peachy and applying that underneath the Peach Sangria to blow things out just a bit and finish connecting it to the upper lid. Okay, just checking things out and decide that I want to add a little bit more just Peachy to the transition. Then I'm going in with my LA Colors liquid eyeliner in brown and just putting on the finest little line, and damn it, I need to get a camera that autofocuses. Then going in with Lancome's Monsieur Big and applying some mascara. I have to say I do like this mascara. It's really, really nice. It makes my lashes look super long. Next I'm going in and applying my Ardell Demi Wispies yeah, just putting some lashes on. If you're interested in knowing how I do my lashes or how I put my lashes on, I will have that linked in the cards up above. Then I'm going in with my Marc Jacobs Blacquer liner and tight lining, and then going in with this Clinique eyeliner. I can never remember what it's called, but it is intense chocolate and makes my eyes water. And there you have the eye look. I decided to put my face makeup on off camera, but I will have everything listed down below. Then I decided to go in with Peach Meringue and place that in the inner corner. I went with this one just in case you wanted to do a matte one, but I'm a little extra, and I went in with my Maybelline Molten Gold highlighter and put that in the inner corner. Then I decided to do two lip looks. This is ColourPop's Bichette Lippie Stick and lip liner with Bite Beauty's Prismatic Rose Gold Gloss. No, not Rose Gold, Rose Pearl. And then Smashbox Always On liquid lipstick and stepping out with the Bite Prismatic Gloss in Rose Pearl. Thank you everyone for watching. Have a good day. It warmed into my into the heat. Oh my God. Okay, I'm gonna have to close the window. Hang on.